Hi, everybody. Russ on the West End Network. Hope you're all safe and well. Happy Bank Holiday Monday for those of us in the UK. Those of us in the UK. Obviously, got another one next week, isn't it? Old Charlie boy getting the old crown. Anyway, disappointing weekend. Disappointing weekend for West Ham for the Crystal Palace game. The rest of the results went our way in a little bit. I'm hoping Leicester Everton draw tonight would be good. And I did my ratings, weren't very good, let's be honest, at lunchtime today. So go and check them out and disagree with them. But I present to you today the Hammers headlines in association with the KUMB.com boys. Never can sit. Figure that out left and right. 3 stories. The first couple transfers, and then one about a potential sponsorship deal we're working on, apparently. So let's start with the transfer rumours. We'll have a rumour. And this one is about a former nemesis of us from last year. I'm getting PTSD really from the Eintracht Frankfurt game. Here's a move apparently for our old nemesis Gibril Sow as a replacement for Declan Rice in the summer. The Eintracht Frankfurt midfielder is on the radar of West Ham apparently as a potential replacement, according to a report that it's brought in the Sun recently. Losing obviously Rice is something which is on relatively on a knife edge. I think. I don't know. I think he's more likely to go than stay, but it's going to be a massive blow, and signing a top class replacement will be key to making that transition as smooth as possible. Now, so is someone that West Ham have been keeping an eye on for a long time. We've been linked with before, and now it seems that Moyes is ready to make a move for the Swiss international. According to the Sun, head of recruitment Rob Newman has been scouting him this season. He was most recently last weekend at Eintracht Frankfurt's clash with Borussia Dortmund and was scouting. So apparently. And just over a year left on the 26-year-old's contract with the German club. He could be available for around £20 million this summer, which, to be honest, is an absolute bargain in my eyes. If they bring in maybe someone like So and another top-class central midfielder. We've spoken about Sanye, Thuram, maybe one of the relegated sides, Nana from Everton potentially, or maybe James Ward-Prowse. Then I think... obviously, I'll be gutted to lose Rice, but those two as replacements would be fantastic. I mean, he's been superb for Eintracht Frankfurt. He's played a key role in the side making it through to the final last year. This year's been a constant thorn in all of his opposition sides. Good passing, tenacious tackling. In 28 Bundesliga appearances this season, he's bagged 4 goals and averaged 1.4 tackles a game, 1 interception and 1 clearance per game. Very much central midfielder, all-rounder, would fit very well into the robustness and the intenseness and physicality of the Premier League, I would say. And as I said, if we manage to sell Rice, for example, for around 100 million, we get him in for 20 million, maybe sign another one for 30, 40 million. It's the best of a bad situation, I think. So keep an eye out for So. There'll be a lot of clubs after him as well. That's for sure. Let's move on to another guy we've been sending scouts out for recently, and that is the Salzburg striker, Habibo Diallo. Now, we know that goal scoring has been an issue for us this season, and we have been heavily linked with forwards. Summer moves, for example, the Coventry striker, Victor Krogales, Matteo Redigier from Boca Juniors, or on loan from Boca Juniors. And the reports also claim that West Ham want to persuade Lucas Paqueta's close friend Pedro to join West Ham, but it appears very much as though we have an eye on a forward in League On. West Ham scouts have been spotted watching 17-goal striker this season, Habibo Diallo, and apparently his agent has been instructed to sell, as a report makes a claim about him. According to sources speaking to Football Insider, amongst others, West Ham were one of several clubs watching the Salzburg striker in a 2-1 defeat to Lyon on Friday night. Diallo is a Senegalese international, goal record of better than 1 in every other game. And the report claims that his agent, Mark Mackay, has been told to sell him to interested parties. So, a deal is to be done if we can make it, if we can get it to work. A host of other Premier League clubs have also been dispatched to talent spot Habib, and that includes Leicester, Palace, Aston Villa, and also newly promoted Burnley as well, who are obviously looking to make a march in the Premier League next season. We've been linked to him before. We were linked with him and his Ajorde, the big lad. So a couple of Salzburg strikers. Salzburg director of football is Mr. Mark Keller, former West Ham player, and hopefully we'll get him on the channel towards the end of the season. That's what I've been promised. So we'll see. We'll keep an eye on that. Now, in terms of where all this money coming from, obviously Declan Rice potential sale, and a potential another sponsorship deal is being worked on. Apparently, the vice chairman, Baroness Brady, is working on a deal with the club's main sponsors, Betway, on with the London Stadium, and possibly having their logo on the roof of the stadium as part of a naming rights deal, according to the Mail on Sunday. The Premier League made new rule changes, which will take into effect from 2026, which reads that betting companies will no longer be able to have their logo on the front of shirts as part of a plan to crack down on betting advertising. And it's been said that Baroness Brady has been looking to broker a deal to get naming rights for the London Stadium since they've moved there since 2016. A report in the Times last month said, in March, said that West Ham are in line to bank millions from a naming rights deal with the London Stadium. And according to the Mail on Sunday, yesterday, it's understood that Betway are happy with their current £10 million a year arrangement with West Ham as the principal sponsors, and that continues until 2025. And it seems as though Brady is trying to work out new ways in giving West Ham a much-needed cash injection for future sustainability, and finally providing naming rights for the London Stadium, which has been proven really difficult. We've had was it Vodafone? There was the Indian electronics company Merida. They both fell through. And if it happens, then we will hopefully maintain that £10 million from Betway as the principal sponsors of the London Stadium. And then obviously looking to get a shirt sponsor, main sponsor in as well. I mean, it could be the first, obviously it'd be a boost to our net worth, that's for sure, to own, the naming rights. And then eventually it could mean owning the stadium outright, and securing a naming rights deal for the stadium could finally, start moving the dial a little bit in terms of that potentially. But we'll see. I mean, there's the slight morality side of it as well. The idea is we're trying to get rid of betting partners from sponsorship, and then they have it on their roof. But that's a completely different debate needed for that. And that's it. Short and sweet. Hope you had a great bank holiday. Obviously, Leicester Everton tonight, big game. Keep an eye on that. So I think that'll be interesting to see. So I'll take a draw. For that, to be honest. And then pretty much I think all of our results have gone away before we travel to the Etihad without Kevin De Bruyne by all accounts. So that's one down. I need to get rid of another 20. We might have a chance then. So take care, stay safe, stay warm, stay humble. Keep the faith, my friends. Ta-ta. See you soon.